Here we have the 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. This one comes in Granite Crystal Metallic on black steel leather trim bucket seats. And the powertrain on this one consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. And that gray is a beautiful color. And there's your front end there with your LED daytime running lights, headlamps, and fog lights. Down here you have your 17-inch low gloss black aluminum wheels. You have passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there are the controls for your power windows and power door locks. And there are your headlamp controls there. And there's your driver's seat. And you can get the cushion up and down using this, and then you pull this to control the seat back. We're gonna take a look at the rear seat room. And I don't know if it's just how the seat adjusted or what, but this feels a lot better in terms of rear seat room than the Wrangler Unlimited. Really good space back here, really nice. And then you have your vents there along with your window controls here for the power windows. And then you have a 115 volt 3-prong household plug-in, as well as a USB and USB-C charging port down there. And there's a view of the front from back here. Let's check out the tailgate. And there are your LED tail lamps. And this one does have an optional bed cover. And there's the passenger seat there. And now for the engine bay. And there's your naturally aspirated 3.6 liter V6 engine. Now we're gonna hop in the driver's seat. So there is your heated leather wrapped steering wheel, which feels very nice. And over here you have your navigation system. There's your backup camera. There's your front camera. And you have AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. And then down here you have your AC controls once again. This is going to be dual zone automatic climate control. And then down here you can mute this radio, turn the screen off, select speed shift, auto stop. And then down here you have your 12 volt window controls, and you can cut those off so only you can control them from the driver's seat. And you have a USB-C, USB charging port, as well as an aux input, and you can use the USB to portray your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And your off-road plus, and then you can lock your axles if you want to as well. Of course, 4-wheel drive controls here. There's your gear shifter. You can shift manually. Emergency brake. Pretty good space in that center console. And you have a second tray at the top for a loose change or a phone or something like that. And there's a view of the rear seat from up here. And there is your glove compartment. And over here you have your controls for your gauge cluster. You can scroll through that. And then over here you have your Bluetooth controls. And over here you have your cruise controls. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, you have your radio list, track list controls. And then behind the steering wheel on the right side, you have your volume controls. You also have push button start. And finally, there's your key fob with remote start. So next it's time to go ahead and take this Gladiator Mojave out on the road for a test drive. So far, pretty good drive. I will say what I noticed pulling out of the parking lot is just how maneuverable this Gladiator is, just like a regular Wrangler. But it's so much easier to turn in this than in most of your regular pickup trucks. Just handles very well. And takes corners very well too. And overall, pretty quiet in the cabin. The engine does rev a little hot for my taste, but it's a Gladiator, so that's kind of what the market's wanting if you're looking for a truck like this. But I just drove a Wrangler Unlimited, and this is actually a little less bouncy to me as opposed to the Wrangler. But I do like the overall just feel of this truck. It's not a big truck compared to a Silverado or an F-150, Ram, something like that, but you feel just as big, if you know what I mean. We're gonna give it a little throttle getting on the interstate. And definitely has some pickup. And this 3.6, of course you can get a 2-liter turbo, but this 3.6 just feels stronger. It doesn't feel faster. You just feel like you could do more with it. So in terms of towing, hauling, things of that nature, I just feel like this could do more. That's going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Gladiator Mojave.